The global oil crisis is pushing people toward buying electrified cars. The U.S. government's robot ban also includes vacuums. And OpenAI will provide free AI models to select researchers. It's Thursday, July 30th, and here's a quick look at some of the news happening in the sphere of tech this morning from Engadget. Electrified vehicle sales hit new highs around the world as 50 countries saw quarterly records in Q2 of this year. That's according to the International Energy Agency. Sales of EVs and plug-in hybrid EVs rose 4% year over year and 35% over the previous quarter, and are now expected to reach 29% of global car sales worldwide this year. Not surprisingly, much of that boom was driven by fuel price spikes caused by the U.S. and Iran conflict. The gain for electrified vehicles comes during a down period for the auto industry. Global car sales dropped 5% in the first half of this year, largely due to falling shipments in the world's two largest car markets, China and the U.S. Electric car sales were already down in the U.S. after the Trump administration eliminated federal EV tax credits and weakened fuel economy rules for ICE vehicles. Elsewhere, though, consumers were bullish on EVs, with sales in India, Brazil, Australia, and Korea hitting new highs in the first half of the year. Europe also experienced big gains, with the UK, for one, seeing a 35% increase in BEV registrations over last year. That's according to the Society of Motor Manufacturers and Traders. Electric vehicles have made up 36% of total car registrations in the UK so far this year. China has been the biggest beneficiary of the EV boom, with companies like BYD starting to tap new markets in Europe and elsewhere. China is currently building more EVs than it's selling, though, with an estimated 1 million electric vehicles currently sitting unsold. Worryingly for EV manufacturers in other countries, China holds a leading position across the battery value chain, with the IEA saying that with integrated supply chains, strong battery capabilities, and production costs that are around 35% less than in advanced economies. It added that other nations will require coordinated efforts between government and industry to close that gap. The Federal Communications Commission's recently announced ban on foreign-made robots and power inverters also extends to robot vacuums. That's according to reporting by The Verge. Based on a statement provided to the publication by the FCC, the Commission's ban on robots covers new robot vacuum cleaners because, well, they technically fit the ban's definition. The FCC defines advanced robotic devices as a software-controlled autonomous robot that can perceive its environment, weighs more than 4.5 pounds, inclusive of its dock, travels across the ground, and offers wireless connectivity. As The Verge noted, that description could fit a wide range of devices, many of which don't come to mind when you think of the bipedal robots that are currently all the rage in Silicon Valley. The ban on foreign-made power inverters is similarly broad. Based on the FCC's definition, it seems like any foreign-made portable battery with an AC outlet and a companion app could theoretically fit the bill. That could put accessory makers like Anker and others in a pretty difficult situation. Like the ban on wireless routers, robot vacuums that are currently available in the U.S. can continue to be sold, but any new model will require the company to apply for a waiver. And because the vast majority of robot vacuums are not manufactured in the U.S., companies like Dream and Roborock are Chinese, for example, the whole industry could be impacted. There are potential security risks in owning a device that can autonomously map and navigate your home. Considering the FCC is not concerned about existing robot vacuums, though, it's not clear how the ban improves security beyond inconveniencing the companies offering these products in the U.S. OpenAI is launching a new program called ChatGPT for academic researchers that will offer free access to the company's AI models to 100,000 scientists, mathematicians, and engineers. Researchers from select academic institutions included in the program will receive hands-on support from OpenAI, access to the company's latest GPT-5.6 Sol Pro model, and be able to invite 4 collaborators from their institution to participate. The program will start with 10,000 participants this summer and scale up to 100,000 through 2027. OpenAI says offering free access to its AI tools is part of a commitment of more than $250 million through 2027 to support external scientific research and discovery. As the company noted, researchers are already using AI models to sift through data and write grants. This just makes the relationship a bit more formal. OpenAI's version of ChatGPT for schools, ChatGPT EDU, follows a similar logic. While the least charitable read of the program is that OpenAI is looking for new sources of training data, the company says that by default, researchers' data will not be used to train models. What handing out freebies to research institutions could generate, though, is more research breakthroughs that in some way involved a GPT model. And making more scientific fields dependent on the company's tools could also pave the way for future revenue from for-profit research. Thanks for listening. There's a lot more tech news at Engadget.com. This episode featured journalism from Steve Dent and Ian Carlos Campbell. Enjoy your day, and I'll be back tomorrow with more tech news from Engadget.